Hearty welcome to Professor Satinder Dhiman, who is Professor of Management at the Woodbury University, Burbank, California, and he is also Associate Dean and MBA Director and Chair. Hearty welcome, Professor Saab, to India, and today we extend you a very, very hearty welcome and a Happy New Year.
Thank you, sir. Same to you.
Whether the leaders are born or leaders are made, sure. We will talk something related to.
So the question is, I was asking the question, where have all the good leaders gone? In that search emerged certain pointers which I have shared in this book. Now coming to your question, management and leadership. The leadership,
Management and leadership.
the word leadership, although leadership is as old as humanity, as old as humanity and civilization. Wherever two or three people are working together, one person will emerge as a leader
Because he has to manage.
by birth's very nature. He has to manage, as you said. But the question is, the word leadership as we understand it today, like a separate field of study, like a separate field of knowledge,
Specialization.
specialized field is not more than 150 years old. Research as such, although leadership as a quality has existed more than 5,000 to 7,000 years.
Okay.
But leadership as a specialized, as you said, specialized field of study is not more than 150 years old.
Okay.
Before we used to call it administration or public administration. Now the word leadership has become very pervasive. Everybody is talking about leadership, whether schools, hospitals, corporate world, public sector, private sector, it is all leadership. Now, the word management and word leadership are related.
Okay.
First of all, we have to understand that they are not poles apart. Many people think that they are completely distinctive, distinct functions. They are somewhat distinct, but they are also related. Management, when somebody says management, they generally mean the process of management, like planning, organizing, directing, and controlling.
Okay.
When somebody says management of the organization, they are referring to the planning function, organizing function, directing function, and the controlling function. This is the nuts and bolts of management. When somebody says leadership, they are referring to the overall vision. When we utter the word leadership, I was witness to this fact. One of the great authors, Peter Senge of MIT, which I referred yesterday, once asked Peter Drucker, the father of management. This is 1995. The place was Boston.
Okay.
And I just finished my first doctoral degree.
Okay.
And I was presenting at the conference.
Okay.
In the panel discussion, they had the top-notch scholars like Peter Senge and Peter Drucker, and some other, Russell Ickoff was also there, who is the kind of a great expert in the field of systems management or system integration.
Okay.
Peter Senge asked Peter Drucker the question, what is leadership? Now, the whole universe was listening because the master, who was about 85 years old at the time, or so, in his 80s, is asked by a young researcher, young man of note, Peter Senge, what is leadership? And leadership, the way Peter Drucker's eyes glowed when he looked at him, and he said, vision. Only one word came out of his lips, vision. And Peter Senge turned around and asked him, he said, what about current reality? And he looked at him and didn't answer the question. So for Peter Drucker, leadership meant vision. So the basic distinction between management and leadership is that while management is about the execution, operations of what we were talking about, the planning, organizing, directing, and controlling, leadership has to do with the vision.
Okay.
And without vision, says a religious book, Talmud, it's a Jewish religious book, it says without religion, without vision, civilizations perish.
Without vision, civilizations, they perish.
They perish.
Okay.
So without vision, organizations also perish. Nations also perish. So there has to be the vision. What differentiates management and leadership is, leadership's main focus is vision. While management talks about bottom line, leadership talks about horizon. When your eyes are on the horizon, you're a leader. Management is about what is. Leadership is about what will be. Management is present focused. Leadership is future focused.
Okay.
Leadership while management talks about managing things, one of the definitions of management is managing things tactfully, managing people tactfully. While management is about managing things, leadership is about developing people. Leadership is about developing talent, human talent.
Okay.
But the most beautiful distinction I ever heard came from Peter Drucker, again, whom I had the privilege when I was a professor in India. You see, I feel myself very fortunate. I have been a student here. Half of my education was completed in India. I did my master's in commerce with gold medal from Punjab University, Chandigarh. Also the MPhil study work I did here. Then I also taught here. So I was a student here up to the 2 masters. Then I taught here for 10 years at a premier college. DAV College, Jalandhar was top-notch college.
10 years?
10 years.
Okay.
And then I went to States as a Rotary International Scholar. And I completed my 3rd master, which is an MBA, and then my first doctoral degree, and then my 2nd PhD. So half of my education is over there. I was a student in India, teacher in India, student in America, and now I'm teaching over there at Woodbury University.
What a combination!
So what I'm saying is, having seen the entire gamut, I consider myself to be fortunate, most humbly and privileged, in the sense that the nature, Almighty, the divinity provided me the opportunity. So when I was here, it was my goal to meet with Peter Drucker. When I met with him, he was 95 years old. So this I heard from horse mouth, as they say. And Drucker said that people who try to contrast these two functions do not really do justice with that. He says, like when you play violin, you need both hands. When you play violin like this, so one hand tries to do the notes, and then one you have the bow play with that. So like the 2 hands required for violin, both hands are required to create good music. Both management and leadership are required. We all know the great leader by the name of Martin Luther King Jr. He said, "I have a dream," which the speech which millions have seen after it was delivered. He was a leader, but at the same time, he has a cadre of managers to execute the vision. Leader has a vision, management executes the vision, completes the vision. But what Drucker said was that a manager counts seeds in an apple. A manager counts seeds in an apple. A leader counts apples in a seed. You see the seeds in an apple.
That's great.
The seeds in an apple. Masters have to. Peter Drucker was a master, the man who invented management. He says management is about counting seeds in an apple, and seeds in an apple are limited. Whereas leadership is about counting apples in a seed. How many apples in a seed? There's no limit. You sow the seed, the tree is grown, and hundreds of apples come every year. So that is the basic distinction between these two.
Wonderful. Excellent. Nothing could have been better the way you have explained it. Now it is absolutely clear, and I'm pretty sure our viewers also must have enjoyed. Stay tuned in, and meanwhile you can subscribe our channel. You can come on to youtube.com/GS Motivator. You can also like us, follow us, or comment on us on the Facebook, on the Twitter, on the Instagram.